remarks from Trump at the Israeli-American Council and then also from one other pro-Israel anti-Semitism rally that he did on the same day, where he said some rather questionable things, even for his standards. So I've lined up a few of these clips for us to look over and then jump back in with the needed context.
Hey you! Yes, you! Did you know we have memberships for as low as $3 a month? You can help the channel grow, reach new heights, and help protect democracy. And you get a long list of exclusive perks, from members-only polls to getting my videos early. The link is always in the description of every video. If you want, go ahead and check that out. And thank you guys.
With all I have done for Israel, I received only 24% of the vote. But I understood that. That was in 2016. And, you know, it's one of those things. I thought I'd do much better. I happen to have a Jewish daughter. I have a Jewish son-in-law. I have 3 Jewish grandchildren. I thought I'd do much better. But I only got 24%. If I don't win this election, and the Jewish people would really have a lot to do with that if that happens, because at 40%, that means 60% of the people are voting for the enemy.
The enemy? I mean, uh-oh, buddy. You better tone down your rhetoric there. We know you never go too far, but this is like, it's getting there. You're starting to sound like the vindictive left. But Trump literally hangs out with a bunch of Nazis. He had a self-avowed neo-Nazi for dinner at the White House, met with Kanye, who said that he loves Hitler, spread the globalist conspiracy theories when he was first rising to the presidency, endorsed and handpicked Mark Robinson, who called himself a black Nazi. Now he tells Jewish people they need to get their head examined, and he calls Chuck Schumer, a literal Jewish man, a Palestinian, as a slur. And he's also now literally just blaming Jewish people if he loses preemptively. He hasn't even lost yet. I mean, maybe he has the insider polling that he knows he's going to, but he's saying that they would have something to do with this. This is just blaming the Jewish population. So, I mean, it's kind of funny how that works, huh? When you act anti-Jewish, Jewish people don't really want to support ya. Many Jewish people also oppose Netanyahu and the genocide he's carrying out as well. So opposing that doesn't make you an enemy. And surprise, surprise, many Democrats are also grossly pro-Israel, including Kamala. So that doesn't even make a lot of sense to say.
We're going to defeat Kamala Harris. You have to defeat Kamala Harris. More than any other people on earth, Israel, I believe, has to defeat her. You know that? And I've never said this before. I'm thinking, Miriam, more than any people on earth, Israel has to defeat her.
Now, again, this was a different pro-Israel and anti-Semitism event he did on the same day, but I did want to jump to it to highlight how insane it is that he's speaking at an event regarding anti-Semitism the same day that his own handpicked candidate for governor in North Carolina had a report released that shows him referring to himself as a black Nazi, among other things. But for the purpose of this event, Trump again is affiliated with Nazis, self-avowed black Nazi. He handpicked him, endorsed him, and told people that he's MLK on steroids after having him at multiple of his rallies. And surprise, surprise, literal self-avowed Nazi. But Israel needs to defeat Kamala, who has largely stood with Israel every step of the way because she wants a ceasefire. But they have to vote for Trump, despite him being surrounded by Nazis. Somebody, please make this make sense to me.
A spectacular woman, a beautiful woman. I'm not allowed to say that anymore because, you know, it usually puts you out of politics, but I've said much worse than that. But she's a beautiful woman.
I literally just love that conservatives are like, oh my God, it's so funny. He said thing about grabbing women without consent, and he's been found liable for rape and defamation of his victim and has 23 other allegations against him. Like, how hilarious that he's joking about these things. Like, wow, the morality and character in that room is at an all-time low. In Republican spaces, it's just that it's below the floor. And the fact that he can not only get away with saying and doing these things in the first place, but then joke about them shows the serious problems that exist on the right, from misogyny shown here to racism for the way that they run defense for his racism and discount it off as, oh, not a big deal, and so on and so forth. The list goes on and on. Homophobia, transphobia, you know, I mean, I could make a 5-minute video just about that. Which is why it's more important than ever to hand Trump a swift defeat this year and show the bigots that they have absolutely no place in our political sphere.